to have to present this first session in this wonderful meeting that we always have on Saturdays. As you heard, my name is Elizabeth Katam. I'm married, and seated with me here is my husband, Charles Bates. And between us, we have 3 children. We have a twin who are now teenagers, 13 years, and a 3-year-old son. So we are really privileged to be here. And as you've heard, we are only a few months in the business, and God has been good to us, and we've really grown thanks to our leaders, Josephat and Pieros, who've really guided us, who've given us the support that we needed. And here we are. So I'll give a brief story of why we joined this opportunity. As you are aware, at the moment, the times are not that good. For those of us who are employed, we are always chasing after the monthly salary. That most of the time, if we don't budget well, we find that we end up in debt even before the end of the month. And when Josephat and Pieros invited us to have a look at this opportunity, we said, why not? I mean, having something on the side running and having a few coins getting into your pocket is not a bad thing. So we joined in, and so far we are really excited. Our future is really bright, and I know it's going to get even brighter and brighter. So I'm going to go straight away to the presentation, and I'm going to share my screen in a few minutes. Just a moment. Just a moment. Yes, there we go. We normally say that your health is your greatest wealth. Why is that? If you don't have health, you don't have the capacity or the capability to even start building anything, your wealth, or doing anything for yourself. So we start with your health, which is very, very important. And without it, there's really nothing much that can go on. You could have the wealth, but without good health, like you're suffering all the time, you have to visit the hospitals and all that. So you end up spending all that wealth in getting good health. So health starts, once you have that, you have everything in the world. And we say that there's several factors that affect our health. There are 3 key things that really affect your health and my health. One, we say that rest. We are told that we should have at least between 6 to 8 hours of rest every night. So when you rest, your body is able to relax, it's able to rejuvenate itself, and you wake up relaxed and ready to start a new day and start going about your daily activities. Then 2, we have exercise. We are told we should exercise between at least for 30 minutes every day, or 3 to 5 times in a week. That is either jogging, running, skipping the rope, anything that will increase your heart rate, anything that will make you sweat. That is exercise. So we should always practice that. Even now, in these times of Corona, for those who've been affected, or for you to keep your health, you are told that you must exercise. Those in isolation, that is part of what they do on a daily basis. Then the third thing is about your diet. What do you eat? Because what you get into your body will really affect your health, because we are told that you're either feeding disease or you're giving your body the health that it needs. So those are the 3 things that we must always observe for us to have good health. So the next thing we talk about is what I've just said. Are you fighting disease or are you feeding it? And of course, the food on the right-hand side is very appealing. It's very good for our taste buds, but you find that those are the foods that are really inviting disease into our body. So we should always strive to eat what is on the left-hand side. That is the foods that may not look so appealing, broccoli, blueberries, cabbage, those things may not really be appealing to even our eyes and even our taste buds, but those are the foods that we need to be eating for us to stay healthy. And then we have the wellness triangle that was derived by the WHO recommendation that has given us the way we should eat. And as you can see, the triangle is getting narrower as you go up. So meaning you should reduce the portions or what you eat as per that triangle. So the first thing that you need to do is have physical activity and weight management. That is what I've talked about in terms of exercise, 30 minutes, 3 to 5 times in a week. Then we have to go into whole grains. Eat the whole grains, boiled maize, mahindi ya kusiaga, the brown millets, sorghum. Those are the unrefined foods, the brown rice. But you find that, you see, those foods most of the time in our urban centers are not really available, but that is what is recommended. Then when you go to the fruits and vegetables, we are told you should eat between 5 to 9 different colored fruits. This one, most of us have a challenge because you may even find that you've gone a week without even eating one fruit. And the recommended number is between 5 to 9. They color different fruits, so like melon, orange, apple. So you combine all those different colors. Then when you go to proteins, you're told you eat 20 grams of protein a day. So that is really also a challenge to us. You find when you go to a beef joint or nyama choma joint, you find that a kg is being taken by 4 or 5 people, which is more than the 20 grams that is recommended. Then the fats and sugars, we are told you should take 2 teaspoons of sugar and very little fat. So the 2 teaspoons of sugar is not the sugar that we take in our tea. The fruits and vegetables we take also has sugar. The whole grains also has some sugar. So combined for the day should be 2 teaspoons of sugar. So that is the wellness triangle that is recommended to us by the WHO. But now what have we done? The reality. There is what is recommended and there is what is there in the reality, as I've talked about. So you find that we eat like that man shown on in the middle. He has a bottle of soda, and that soda has almost 13 spoons of sugar, and we've talked about 2 teaspoons, and it's not just of the refined sugar. Then you can see he's also taking fries. Fries has a lot of starch, has a lot of fat. Then the burger has the bread, which is starch, refined carbohydrate. And that burger, the meat in it, you can imagine it's not the 20 grams that we are talking about. That is way too high. It could be 200 grams or even more. So when you eat like that man is eating, you're inverting your triangle. So it becomes an unhealthy wellness triangle because you'll find that most of us have minimal or no physical activity, meaning we don't exercise at all. And if at all we do it, it's on the minimum, maybe 10 minutes or by default because of either walking around the office or going to the bus station or after you alight, going to your home, that is when you walk. Then you find that the whole grains is very minimal. We eat jogo, hostess, fries, bread, all those things have been, the whole grain in it has been removed. We are only eating the refined part. Then for fruits and vegetables, we eat very little, if at all we do. Then now we go increasing what we eat. The proteins, we eat a lot of it, which we are supposed to reduce, and at least we should restrict restrict ourselves to the white meats, the chicken and fish or omena. So those are the white meats that are recommended. And then for fats and sugars, you find that we've now taken a whole lot of the sugar and the fat. Fat is in the fries, sugars are in the sodas we take, in the juices that we take from the supermarket and restaurants, and we combine it with ice cream and all that. So that is how we've inverted our triangle to become unhealthy. So WHO by 2020 had predicted that for every 3 out of 4 deaths, it would result from heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, obesity, chronic respiratory diseases, and all that. 2020 was last year, and each one of us can attest to that. You know somebody who suffered or died out of any of those diseases. And it has come as a result of our way of eating. You remember the triangle, the way we've inverted it. We've eaten a lot of what we are not supposed to eat and reduced on what we are supposed to eat. So it has led to that. And Neolife now came up with a solution. How do we reverse all that we've had? How do we reverse these chronic diseases? How do we make our triangle go the right side up? So Neolife came into being, started by the founder, Jerry Brasfield. And Jerry Brasfield also suffered asthma when he was young, and his mother tried all means to make him well. And finally, he settled on organic products. He went herbal, took those natural foods and started to feed him. And he was able to get well. So at 19, he said he's going to help other people who are suffering in the world to get better, to get good health, and to also feel good about their lives. So that's why he founded Neolife, and it started in US in 1958. Then it came to South Africa in 1971. In 1996, it came to Kenya, and today it's coming to you. You is a guest today in this call. It is coming to you, and it's in 56 countries globally. So what does this company stand for? Because everything that you start, or anything that has to stand the test of time, has to have values. So the key values are absolute honesty and integrity. Then people are number one. Everybody here is valued. Everyone here is number one. Then we have products that work, products that have been well researched by top scientists in the world, to ensure that they are free of chemicals, they are free of anything that could cause harm. So we'll also see, as we move forward, the scientific advisory board that has gone through this product to ensure that they are working and they are in very good condition, they are organic, there are no chemicals in it. Then it's also an equal opportunity for all. That is why you are all here. Whether you are learned, whether you went to school, whether you're black, you're white, you're 18 or 80, this opportunity is for everyone. Then we have a long-range vision. The company started in 1958, and it's been in existence for now almost 3 years and still going. So it's not something that will start today and end tomorrow. Then next, we go to the scientific advisory board that I've talked about. It has even certified all their products with a seal. Then we have the founder, the late Arthur First, who was a toxicologist, a pharmacologist, and he's really gone into testing these products and is certified them to be good for use, to even boost the immunity and improve the health of people even suffering from cancer. So we there are top scientists, and as you can see, they are all PhD holders, so they are not people who've just been picked from the streets. They are people who are respected worldwide. Then now we have the New Life solution, because we've talked about the WHO's recommended triangle, wellness triangle, and the reality of how we are eating, how we've inverted our triangle. So New Life now comes in and bridges that gap so that we have a healthy triangle that is able to boost your well-being, and that you are able to live a healthy life, so that you're able to go about your duties and even create your wealth. So we are told that for the physical activity and weight management, that one you really have to work on it as a person. You have to make a decision that this is my life and this is what I want to do and this is how I want to keep healthy. Then for the whole grain, since most of the time we are not able to get all the nutrients that are required in terms of the whole grain, we have a product called 3NN, which is a grain concentrate. It's able to fill that gap that you are not able to get from the food or the ugali that you are eating. Then we have a carotenoid complex, which fills in the gap for fruits and vegetables, because you've said that you need to eat between 5 and 9 different colored fruits per day. So to fill that gap, because sometimes you're not able to do that, we have the carotenoid complex. And as we will also see ahead, that carotenoid complex is a very good immune booster, and it can boost your immunity by up to 37% in just 20 days. So you can imagine in these times of coronavirus, it really comes in handy for everyone, because we are all at risk, and it's good to boost our immunity for just in case the worst happens, so our body is able to prepare and fight that disease. Then we have for protein, sugars, and fats, we have salmon oil plus, or omega-3, that is able to supplement that and to put our proteins, our sugars, and fats in check. So and then we also have, the multi-mineral. So when we combine the 4 products, the 3N carotenoid, salmon, and the essential vitamin and mineral complex, we get the Provitality. So it comes in a box, and each box has 30 sachets, and each sachet, as you can see up there, has one of all those products. Then we also have Liquivite, which is the liquid version of that Provitality for the children who are not able to chew or to swallow the tablets. As I earlier mentioned, carotenoid is able to boost our immunity, so it's most critical during this coronavirus period. And when you consume that 90 capsule bottle, it's equivalent to taking 115 kgs of raw fruits and vegetables. So you can imagine that. I mean, you cannot sit and eat a whole sack of raw fruits and vegetables weighing 115 kgs. So it's been put in a bottle. Then for people who need to boost the immunity more, that is people who have underlying conditions and really want to boost the immunity, they can take the cruciferous, 1 of each, flavonoid, 2 of them, and carotenoid, 3 of them. So this is a superior or a higher immune booster. But for somebody who has good health, general good health, can take the carotenoid without the others. Then the next thing, we have the weight management product, which is called Neolife Shake. You combine it with Neolife Tea, and you are able to curb the hunger pangs, because weight comes as a result of eating, and especially eating the refined foods. And that is a result of when you eat the refined food, for example, bread, within 30 minutes, 1 hour, you are so hungry. So you keep eating more bread or more junk food and all that. But we take this Neolife Shake because it is a protein in nature, because it has the 22 amino acids, it has fiber, it will make you full for longer. So it's able to regulate that hunger pangs that you feel, and you're able to eat less, and you're able to eat at least the things that are really able to control that eating, frequent eating, that is going to cause your weight to go up. Then it's also able to regulate your glycemic response, which is the response of insulin to what you've eaten. So when that is put in check, it also controls your appetite, or how frequent you eat, because when you feel full for long, you'll realize that you'll eat less, and as you eat less, of course, now your weight generally goes down. So if you combine it with exercise, you get to reduce your weight or to manage your weight. Then we have the children nutrition, which is in form of omega-3. I know some of us might have been given this, but it may have been in form of it was coming in a white form, and it was really not so palatable, but we all took, or some of us took it, and it has really helped us. So our parents really knew what is important for the children, especially their brain growth, and also preventing the flu or even managing flu. Then we have the Vita Squares, which is the multivitamin for the children, and it also has the TNN. Then we have the Vitagan, which has a carotenoid and flavonoid blend. Then, of course, the liquivites that I've talked about. Then we have the herbal alternative range. We have the herbal rest and relax, very good for people who work in stressful environments. So once you take that at night and you sleep, you get a good rest that we talked about, the 6 to 8 hours, which enables your body to rejuvenate, and you wake up energized for the day. Then we have the feminine herbal, which is able to work on the women's health, especially in regulating or balancing our hormones. Then we have the herbal respiratory formula, which is able to work on our respiratory system, especially for those people suffering from respiratory conditions and even asthma. Then the masculine herbal is very good for the men. It's able to work on their prostate and make it healthy and enable them to perform as men. So instead of going for the blue pill, that is masculine herbal is very good to sort out that issue. Then we have the aloe vera gel, which is very good for our digestive system. Anyone with problems of constipation, bloating, ulcers, or any digestive problem, that is sorted by the aloe vera plus. Then we have the home care or golden home care range, which is very good, especially during this time of Corona. We have the LDC, which is a multi-purpose soap. You can use it for any cleaning in the house, including your floor, your surfaces, your dishes, brushing your teeth, washing your fruit and vegetables, and many, many more, including bathing. It's really good. It removes all the dirt on your skin and you feel fresh. You can even sleep well. And then we have the Super 10, which is very good for removing greases and stains in clothes and even on the tiles and even cleaning your toilet. Then we have the G1 that's very good for your clothes. It has a small spoon that you are able to scoop. That small spoon, if you scoop one full spoon of that, you can wash up to 5 kgs of clothes. So I don't know, 5 kg is quite a lot, given that clothes are generally light in weight. So you can imagine weighing 5 kg and using only that scoop. It's almost like 5 ml, and can clean up to 5 kg of clothes. It's good for hand wash and even machine wash. So for the hand wash, you soak your clothes for 2 hours. And after that, you just go and it's like you're just going to rinse. You're not going to use a lot of effort in removing the dirt. Then the next thing, we have the age-defined cell activating system called nutrients. It's very good for your skin, especially your face, because it has a range for everyone. those with a dry skin, those with a normal skin, those with an oily skin, we have all that range. And it comes in 4 and 5 products. So this one is 4 of them. The fifth one is the what is it called, the makeup remover. Then we have the cleanser. Then we have the toner, balancing toner. Then we have the hydrating serum, and finally the moisturizing cream. So the last two, you use them on a daily basis, but these first two, the cleanser and the toner, you can use between 2 to 3 times in a week, and your skin is sorted, you shine, you glow, and you look younger for longer. And I know the ladies in the call tonight, that is something that would really interest each one of us, because we always want to be 18 or 16 till your day on earth is over. So that is something that can really be of interest to the ladies, and also the men can use it. It's not just restricted to the women. Then the next product we have is the Super Grow. Super Grow is a wonder drop. It's very good for our farms, for our gardens. So anything that grows on top of the soil, that product can really do wonders. It can increase your yields up to 3 times, because it's able to work on the surface tension of and it makes the roots now get to breathe, get the nutrients from the soil, and improve your yields. Then now that is a look at the range of products that we have, because we've just mentioned a few. Then we've talked about now the health, because we said your health is your greatest wealth. So where is the lifestyle, where is the money? I mean, because you see, the two have to go together. You could have the health, but if you don't have the financial freedom or the money, you'll find that your life is not balanced. So I'm going to talk about the financial bit, then I'm going to invite Pieros to take us through the lifestyle. So we can all recall when we were growing up, we had dreams, or even right now, we still have dreams to have a lot of money in our bank accounts, to drive the top range of vehicles like Range Rover, to have our own private jets, and to own very good homes, beach homes, or even building our own homes where we would want to have a very good environment. So that is the dreams that each one of us have, or at some point, sorry, or at some point we had. Then now we have this cash flow quadrant that was formulated by one Robert Kiyosaki. He's a very good person who's really done a lot of business, and is gone into research and really looked at how we can make it in life. And he's been able to divide this quadrant into 4. E stands for for employment, and I know most of us here in this call are included in that quadrant of employment. Then we have the self-employed, then we have the business builders and the investors. So he divided that quadrant into 2, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. And most of us, or people in the world generally, lie more on the left-hand side. So very few are on the right-hand side. So this opportunity now is giving us that opportunity to move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, giving us the vehicle to jump from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, where there is financial freedom, where you can enjoy your life, where you can do so much and achieve so much, touch other people's lives and improve your life and the people around you. So this opportunity is giving us that vehicle to jump from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. So what does Neolife tell us? That in business, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Why is that? Because you can see your inside there as you. Then on the outside, that is what the company has been able to do for you. It's given you logistics, distribution, sponsorship, ordering, IT, apps, finance, and product supply. So because when you look at the traditional business, when you want to start up, you will need capital. Two, you will need to rent a place. You need maybe to hire someone to do that. You need someone to do the IT for you or create a website for you. You need somebody to create an ordering system, to get the product for you, or to produce the products for you. So in a traditional business, sort of, it's so difficult to manage all that by yourself. But this company is telling you, come and partner with us, and we'll give you all that support that you need for your business to thrive. So for you to partner, what do you need to do? You need to pay a sum of 8,970 and you become a partner. So once you pay that, what do you get? You get a kit. You can see that bag written Your Life. And in that bag, in that kit, what do you get? You get an international license. That is, you can do your business anywhere in the world. You get literature materials that will enable you to understand more about the business and how to get started in the business. Then on top of that, you get your own website with your own name and a back office to monitor every activity that is happening in your business. Then the next thing, you get the ProVitality. You remember the product I talked about when I was starting? That is able to turn your triangle the right side up. So that is the product that you get. And then you also get a free delivery of that kit to you anywhere in the world, anywhere that you are in. If you're in Turkana, if you're anywhere in this part of this country, it's going to be delivered to you free of charge. Then, as I've talked about, the ProVitality is going to turn your triangle the right side up. So when you partner with Neolife, in every business, of course, there are things that you need to do. But here you're only told to do 3 daily success habits. 3 things, not so many, only 3. 1, use the products. 1 has already been provided to you when you are joining. And you use it, you get experience, and you're able to share that experience with other people. 2, you share the products. And as you share the product, you earn points. And then as you also share the products, because you get them at discounted prices, because you partner directly with Neolife, you are able to earn profits. Then as you also share the opportunity, you earn more points. Then the other thing is training, like you are doing right now. You attend training, and you also get to read very good books, the likes of books written by Eric Warre, GoPro, Napoleon Hill, who's written a very good book on Think and Grow Rich, and so many other authors who've written very great books that really develop you as a person. So once you partner with Neolife, you do 100 points, you become a qualified distributor, and you get a distributor pin. Then once you've joined, you've used the products, you've enjoyed them, you've shared with family and friends, and they're interested. They also want to be part of it, to enjoy the good health and to also get the finance bit. So they each do, like if you have, for example, 4 people, each one do 400 points, you add to your 100 points, you do in total 500 points, and you become a manager, and that is the match you earn, 2,000, a minimum of 2,500, and you get the manager pin. Then the next thing now, as you move up, as you talk to more people, and as those people you've talked to talk to others, you are able to rise to the level of a senior manager, earning 25,000 or $250, and you get a senior manager pin. Sorry. And as you continue doing that, and the people you've joined are also doing the same, you rise to the level of a director, where you earn 80,000 or $900 plus. You get a recognition pin, and you are now called a director. So in summary, that is the ladder that you will climb from the bottom to the highest is the president team. You will start as a distributor to manager, senior manager, director, sapphire, all the way to the president team. So at this point, I want to invite Pieros or Josephat to take us through their lifestyle. And thank you so much for your time and for listening to me. And I hope that you've gotten something out of the presentation. Thank you so much. Back to you, Pieros and Josephat.
All right. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that great presentation. I think it's the clearest presentation I've ever listened to. And to our guests, I believe we've been able to get the whole thing. For me, it wasn't that easy when I was shown the opportunity. It was done in a sort of a very summarized way. I didn't join because I understood. I joined because I sensed there is a great opportunity. So my name is Karaoke Josephat. Pieros is my wife. She had introduced herself. For those who came on time, you heard her bit. And I was a full-time lecturer at Catholic University of Eastern Africa when this opportunity came to us. And Pieros was a high school teacher teaching science, physics, and mathematics. So one would wonder, why then did we opt to join? Now, we are blessed with 4 young children and men. When you want the best for your family, then you realize that you don't want to be limited on your income streams. So Pieros was more interested with the health, which Elizabeth has done in a very, very elaborate way. Not that she was sick, but she was a strong candidate of diseases because she was quite, I'm looking for a better word which is not very offensive. She was so much horizontally blessed and endowed, which of course I contributed a lot because I wanted the parents to see that she's not going hungry in wherever she was married. So for me, I was more interested with money. This is what happened. After a couple of years of teaching in the university, 2 pay slips in the house, we realized we are right at the center of a rat race where you work so hard and the month, sort of your income gets finished before the month is over. You are left with too much month before, and your money is already gone. And we started lagging behind our bills. We were so tired of paying rent in Nairobi. We were so tired of using Route 11, walking and carrying our children on shoulders going to church. It wasn't depicting the picture of the professionals we were. So when the opportunity came, we grabbed it at once. We argued within ourselves, what do we have to lose versus what if whatever they have promised us becomes a reality? Because man, we were told that we will drive the dreams of, our cars of our dreams, and that we will travel around the world. Okay, for the health, I didn't bother, but we were also promised the same. And today we are 11 years into the opportunity come July this year, and we have achieved every single promise that they promised us. Now, within our first few days, our greatest worry was, where will we get time from? But you see, there is always time for that which is important. If you don't feel like something is so important, then you will find an excuse, you'll not find time. So we were so passionate about changing our lives, and therefore we sacrificed a few hours in a week, and we started very small, what Elizabeth has shown you. Believe you me, our first check was too small, 2,000 Kenya shillings, not dollars, 2,000 Kenya shillings, and we were super excited because we knew now that is where we are starting growing up. And true to it, in the second month when we started networking, we saw that check, grew a bit to 5,000. The third month, 22,000. Now, both of us did mathematics, our first degree, and that confirms that there is that kind of continuous growth. Actually, that's exponential. And we commit, and this is where we want to be for life. And within the first 7 months, my wife was able to fire her boss, TSC. She started saying, oh, I don't want to continue working with the Teacher Suffering Center. Now it was Teacher Service Commission earlier. Now it became Teacher Suffering Center. And she ran away. Remember, that is the 7th month we were taken to Win Sankofa Country Club, and our minds changed for good. For me, I continued teaching in the university, but 1 year's time, we had already, my income here was more than what the university was paying me. And I realized someone was cheating the other. I don't want to say the university was cheating me, but someone was cheating the other. And our eyes were so opened. That's when we started flying out of the country to, gold cotton hotels for Ruby orientation and so many other places. And to cut the long story short, we started now importing our cars. Today, we are driving ourselves in a Land Cruiser. Things that were like dreams that were like very far, today they are behind us. The house I had promised my wife that if she accepted that I marry her, she would never believe. And at the beginning, she couldn't really enjoy that kind of life. Today, I'm telling you, she's excited wherever we are staying, in our second home right here in Nairobi. So what am I saying? That all what Elizabeth has promised you, you will see it coming to fruition. And in this call, we have so many other directors who have achieved so much. And just before I invite one of them to represent all the rest, I will quickly show you the lifestyle, because Elizabeth left that for last. And you'll appreciate that it's not just about health and wealth. It's also about living, exciting life, sweet life, traveling around the world. You cannot afford to be born here in Kenya or wherever the country you are. You get educated from the same country, within the same country. You get married in the same, surely you might die and resurrect still around, here. So let me show you the kind of lifestyle that is awaiting you very, very fast. And then we move from there. I invite our guest speaker to close for us. All right. So as you can see here, that's our family. So allow me to stop that. So that's our family. So when we say that you can achieve your dreams, you can see that machine there and all that. And we have been the team number 1, the team that you are joining. So be ready for mega success. Now that is local lifestyle. Then now you start traveling around the world. Dubai, that was. And then now, look at all these directors. When you become a director, that's when you really start enjoying lifestyle. That's where we were first taken to Windsor when we became software directors. Then we were taken for Ruby orientation in Santon San, South Africa, Johannesburg. We went to Zambia, Victoria Falls to see one of the 7 wonders of the world. Then Dubai in Grand Hyatt, Then we went to climb to the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa, with the founder and the CEO. We went as president to Dubai, an island in Indian Ocean. We took a very big team of our leaders to Cape Town in 2017 and recognized as a team number 1 in New Life World. We went to Abu Dhabi in 2017. You can see the welcoming dinner at Abu Dhabi Golf Club. Then we went visiting Ferrari World, Yas Water World, the biggest mosque in the world. And you are being treated in a 7-star hotel, Emirates Paris. That's when you remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, as Reverend Simon Marusi would tell us here. You can see he's smiling there. Then we went to Mauritius in 2018, young and old. And then we went to Mexico, Los Cabos. Look at all these people. All these are president team members. I am saying that so that you can see yourself as a president. It's so unfortunate that someone sitting here might feel like this is for some chosen few. I tell you, it's for you. It's for the few who choose. Yes, I have to become a president. And nothing can stop you from becoming one. You can see us again in Abu Dhabi, even with my own parents. When something is too good, let even your family members enjoy. We were with one of our leaders who is about to take the mic, Florence Okech. You can see us there, and the husband and the CEO. And wherever you travel out, you come back with some token of appreciation. You can imagine being appreciated with the 615,000 Kenya shillings for good work done. And we were scheduled to fly to Czech Republic this April, but because of the current situation, we have postponed it to a later date, perhaps so that you can join us. So, and we are saying just get 8970 out of your pocket, pay through the pay bill number 985650, and that's too little compared with the results that you've been getting, the rewards that you've been getting afterwards. Don't procrastinate. You can choose to start at once and you start changing your life for good. And I want to give the remaining 10 minutes to 5 to 10 minutes to one of our greatest leaders that we have in East Africa. She started when she was busy, but I'm telling you, she ran away with the opportunity. In very few months, you would think that she has been around for many, many years because of the kind of amounts of money that she was earning. And coming from a very, very good health background, I want to invite Florence Okech to take it over from there and close the meeting for us, and our guests will enjoy it. So Florence, if you can hear me, please.
Yes, I can hear you, our president. Thank you very much, our president, team members, Josephat and Pieros. And thank you very much, Elizabeth and Charles Bett. Congratulations for the excellent presentation. Ladies, our dear members and our guests, thank you very much also for being on this call. And I want to go straight to, because I have limited time, I just want to go straight to the introduction. My name is Florence Okech. I'm married and I'm blessed with 4 children between the ages of 26 and 12 years. And, actually, you've been told our president, I'm a nurse by profession. I do this business on a part-time basis. And I'm a very, very excited member of this wonderful opportunity. Actually, I joined this opportunity 4 years and 9 months now, and the journey has been very, very sweet. Why did I join the opportunity? I joined the opportunity because of my ailing mom. My mother was suffering from a disease called asthma, and actually she suffered a lot. And this brought a lot of torture in our family. So as I was growing up, it was my plan that I become a health worker so that I could help my mother, because I saw it all as it was going on, and it was not really an amusing experience. So I think my prayer was answered because God sent an angel. And this angel sent me a message in one of the hotels in Nakuru. Actually, I took off, went to the meeting, sat, listened carefully, and I did not think twice, because the stuff I got there was really encouraging, very exciting, and actually I learned that my mother was going to be helped health-wise. So I joined the very, very day. And I didn't waste any minutes. I immediately talked to our dear President Pieros, and she told me which products to buy. And I organized, bought the products, started and sent the products to my mom back at home at the rural home. She started using, and within no time, my mother started responding well. Her health started improving, and she has improved till this day that I'm talking to you. My mother is able to do all the chores she never used to do. She used to travel, and whenever she would travel, she would carry her inhalers, the drugs and everything. So it was really cumbersome. At times when it was very cold, even when she was away, she would get sick and she would be brought back home. That was really depressing. So when she started taking the products, her health improved, and up till now, she's fine. And I really thank God for this opportunity. And because of this, I got very much encouraged, and I started talking to other people. Being a health practitioner, I made sure that I talked to my patients also who are suffering from this disease. And I also talked to friends and even strangers. And actually, before I even engaged so many other people, it came as a surprise that I earned a check after buying my mom these products. I was so happy. And actually, I was in shock because I was still very new in the opportunity. And I thank God for our presidents because they are very focused and very brilliant. Actually, they also knew that I was new. They spared their time, trained me thoroughly, and I started and business is all about. So, and that's enough. I did not even know how this is about. They sat me down, showed me the money came about, and they even told me how to make more, showed me how to make more money. What an opportunity. You know, people, we are in a society where people are very selfish. And when they have good things, they don't even want to share. But it's the opposite in this opportunity, where you help people to earn money and even make more money. In fact, this is the only opportunity where there are no secrets. We share everything because we want all of us to grow. So I was very, very excited that time. They showed me all this, and they emphasized very much about training, which I want to take in by saying that I've never missed. In fact, I can count the things that I've missed. I've really made sure that I attend these trainings. And this really helped me because my first tech that assisted me and really showed me how how it came about and how a check of 1,400 Kenya shillings. And imagine after attending these trainings, every time schedule, these bonuses increased. And the following month, I got a check of 34,700 and something. Imagine a civil servant, what kind of increment is that? From 1,000 to 30,000. Isn't that a very big increase? And especially for a civil servant. In fact, that is an emergency loan for a civil servant. And you'll need several guarantors to sign for you to earn that money. And I continued talking to people, as that is one of our basics in this opportunity, you have been told by Elizabeth. So I continued talking to many people, and I continued training, and my third check went to 117,000, 300 and something. In the third month in this opportunity, I started earning a 6 income in this opportunity in 3 months. That is a proof enough to tell you that this opportunity can bring you from grace to grace. Actually, my lifestyle started changing. And one thing that I wanted to tell you, and which is really very interesting and really has brought a lot of peace in our home. When I started this business, my husband was a bit skeptical about the opportunity because actually I tend to think that it's because he didn't understand it at the beginning. But when the money started flowing in, I started getting a lot of praises, a lot of sweet names. For example, being called Okwaro. Okwaro in our language means brown. And actually my complexion is chocolate. So I turned to be brownie because now the money was coming month in, month out. And so many other sweet names like Jaber. Jaber means beautiful. You know, those are very sweet names that I've earned because of Neolife. And I rose within the ranks and I continued earning money. And actually the highest amount of money that I've earned in this opportunity was a check of 369,000 in 1 month. It was great. It was, in fact, I just don't know what to say about this. And I'm still earning, every month I earn a lot of bonuses every month from this opportunity. In fact, I call it a God-given opportunity because it has really uplifted our life and even our standards in our home. And let me leave at that. As for the money, I've also enjoyed other benefits because I've talked about the health benefits. I've also talked about the financial benefits, which I'm still enjoying. And the third one was lifestyle benefits. Actually, I got my first passport courtesy of this opportunity. I started flying because of this opportunity. And my president's harassing me to rush and get my passport so that I go to South Africa, Johannesburg, for a Ruby orientation. It was nice. In fact, I felt very nice when we landed in Oliver Tambo Airport. For the first time, I was flying out of Kenya. I'd never been outside of Kenya. And because of this opportunity, I landed there. And we were there for almost a week, celebrating in one of the best hotels in Johannesburg, Sun Hotel, a gold-coated hotel. It was nice. In fact, I told my husband that this is honeymoon date. It was nice. And I continued traveling from Johannesburg to United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. And in fact, I'm still traveling. Yeah, so it was a very, very sweet journey. And I've seen our presidents come back, so I'll just sum up by telling our fellow distributors that please embrace all the transformations that you go through and align them to your growth as you rise to your true greatness. I urge you also to focus on what you want. And as long as you are not giving up, you will still get a chance to grow, because giving up is the greatest failure. To our esteemed guests, remember that life is a summary of quick choices that determines on how you live from day to day. So in near life, we are being encouraged to make quick and well thought through decisions, because nobody will stop to wait for you. And in chapter 9, verse 11, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it says that time and opportunity has been given to everyone. Subsequently, the way you respond to any opportunity will determine the life you will lead. Therefore, grab and use this opportunity in the limited time you will spend on this earth very well. Join your life and you will not regret. Thank you very much, our dear president, for giving me this time to share with our dear members and even our guests. And our guests and the members on call, also thank you very much for listening to me. Have a blessed evening.